Good morning, students. Today we are going to see some miscellaneous types of series. Miscellaneous types of series. See, miscellaneous series. See, first one you know. First one everybody knows. It is called sigma n. Is it not? 1 plus 2 plus 3 so on up to n is equal to n into n plus 1 by 2. So this we know and we generally denote it by sigma n, sum of the first n natural numbers. Sigma n square also we have found out. Sigma n cube also we have found out. What is sigma n square, do you remember? Sigma n square n into n plus 1 into n plus 2n plus 1 by 6. That is the sum of the squares of the first n natural numbers. 1 square plus 2 square so on up to n square. N into n plus 1 into 2n plus 1 by 6. What is sigma n cube? Sigma n cube means 1 cube plus 2 cube so on up to n cube. It is just sigma n whole square. Sigma n is here. Sigma n whole square means n square into n plus 1 whole square by 4. All these things we have seen earlier. But here the second one you see, second one is 1 into 2 plus 2 into 3 plus 3 into 4 so on up to n terms. So on up to n terms means last term will be n into n plus 1 is equal to what? Right hand side you notice, kindly see it carefully. N into n plus 1 into n plus 2 by 3. First one is n into n plus 1 by 2. Next one is n into n plus 1 into n plus 2 by 3. Next we go to the third one. Third one is what? 1 into 2 into 3 plus 2 into 3 into 4. So 3 factors product. 3 into 4 into 5 so on up to n terms. So last term will be n into n plus 1 into n plus 2. It is equal to n into n plus 1 into n plus 2 into n plus 3 by 4. Then can you guess the next one? What is the answer for this? What is the right hand side? Can you guess? 1 into 2 into 3 into 4 plus 2 into 3 into 4 into 5 plus 3 into 4 into 5 into 6. So on up to n terms. So what is the thing you notice here? The first one, last is n. So n plus 1 by 2. 2 means because there are 2 factors in the numerator 2. In the second case, last term is n into n plus 1. So n into n plus 1 into, we are writing one more factor, n plus 2. Because there are 3 factors, we are writing 3. In the third formula, last term is what? N into n plus 1 into n plus 2. So right hand side, we write all the 3 factors n into n plus 1 into n plus 2. We write another factor extra, n plus 3. Divided by number of factors in the numerator is 4, so 4. Same way here also, in the fourth example, what is the last term? N into n plus 1 into n plus 2 into n plus 3. We write all the 4 factors again on the right hand side. We write one more factor. So divided by what? Naturally 5 factors are there in the numerator, so denominator is 5. Like this and so on I have written. Means you can write the 5th formula, 6th formula, 7th formula. All these formulas, what is on the right hand side, you know. So this is correct. All these are correct. So if you remember, I think I have proved the second one and third one also, or at least one of them, in an earlier class. After completing, so I think it is AP, Arithmetic Progression, lecture number 2 or 3. So arithmetic progression lecture number 2, I think I have proved sigma n square formula, sigma n cube formula. After proving these formulas, as an example, I have done these problems. So second problem or third problem or both of them probably. These two things I have done. Okay. But here we are going to find these sums. First one is okay. First one everybody knows. I want to prove the second, third, fourth, etc. in a different way. In a different way. Not using sigma n square, sigma n cube. So let us go to the next page and prove the second one. What is the second one? 1 into 2 plus 2 into 3, so on. So let us go to the next page. See, proof for 2. 1 into 2 plus 2 into 3 plus 3 into 4, so on up to n terms means last term will be n into n plus 1. Because first term, every term is a product of two factors. Is it not? First factors only if you see 1, 2, 3. Okay. So in the nth term it will be n. So of course the second factor is obtained by adding 1 to the first factor. 1 plus 1, that is 2. 2 plus 1, that is 3. 3 plus 1. So if it is n, first factor is n, then second factor will be n plus 1. So n into n plus 1. Right hand side you know how to write it. N into n plus 1 into one more factor n plus 2 by 3. So what is the proof? Let us see. LHS, let us consider the left hand side. This method I am calling it here, you see, one step forward, one step backward method. This method I call it. In the books they will call in a different way. I will tell you that also. But I call it one step forward, one step backward method. Why? You know here. So take the first term, 1 into 2. Left hand side I am considering, I am taking the first term 1 into 2. That 1 into 2 is written like this. 1 into 2 first term is written like this. How? I have taken 1 into 2. I have gone one step forward with the same common difference. 1, 2 common difference is 1. With the same common difference I have gone forward. That means 1 into 2 into 3. Then again that is one step forward. Minus. Again I have taken the first term 1 into 2. And now I have gone one step backward. One step backward. So with the same common difference if I go backward, I will get 0, is it not? So 0 into 1 into 2. One step forward is 1 into 2 into 3 minus one step backward means 0 into 1 into 2 divided by 3. Is it not? Of course 0 into 1 into 2 is 0 only, leave it. So 1 into 2 into 3 by 3 is what? The 3 gets cancelled and you will get to 1 into 2 only, first term only. So do you agree that this is the first term? Okay. Now second term let us take 2 into 3. Same method, 2 into 3 into 4, one step forward. 2 into 3 into, if you go backward you get 1. By again 3, denominator will be same. So this one, how do you get it? Tell me. Is it equal to the second term 2 into 3? See, in the numerator I have written what? 2 into 3 into 4. Don't multiply them. 2 into 3 into 4 is 24. 1 into 2 into 3 is 6. That is not the method. The method is like this, you see. This is how I have written the second term 2 into 3. Is it equal to 2 into 3 or not? Let us see. What is common in the numerator? 2 into 3. Take it common. In the bracket you get what? This 4 minus 1. The middle numbers, whatever middle numbers are there, they will only in the brackets by 3. This 4 minus 1, 3 and 3 get cancelled. So it is just equal to 2 into 3 only. 2 into 3 is the second term. So that second term is written like this. Okay. Now third term, 3 into 4 here. So same, 3 into 4, I have gone one step forward, I have written 5. Same 3 into 4, I have gone one step backwards, so 2 into 3 into 4 by 3. Is it equal to 3 into 4 third term? Yes, you can take 3 into 4 common in the numerator. In the bracket you get what? This 5 minus 2 only. That is 3. Denominator 3, they get cancelled. So whatever you have taken common, 3 into 4, that is the value. Therefore it is equal to 3 into 4 only. Same way, so on, we go to the what? Last term. So last term is here, n into n plus 1. So one step forward means n plus 2. N into n plus 1, one step backward means n minus 1 by 3. So here the important point is denominator is always 3. Therefore I can take 1 by 3 common. If I take 1 by 3 common, what is happening in the bracket? Let us see. This 1 into 2 into 3 is getting cancelled out with minus 1 into 2 into 3 in the next term. See, every term is written as two parts. This is first part, second part. Similarly here first part, second part. The first part of one term is cancelling out with the second part of the next term. Similarly here also the first part gets cancelled out with the second part here, minus 2 into 3 into 4. Similarly here the first part will cancel out with the second part of the next term. Similarly if you take the last term, last bracket is here. Previous bracket will be there. Previous bracket first part will get cancelled out, the second part of this. So like this everything gets cancelled out. What will remain is, in the last bracket, first part will remain. In the first bracket, the second part will remain. So therefore after taking 1 by 3 common, the last bracket I get n into n plus 1 into n plus 2 minus first bracket I will get minus 0 into 1 into 2. But 0 into 1 into 2 is 0 only. Therefore, the answer is n into n plus 1 into n plus 2 by 3. That is the right hand side. So, this is, do you know why I have named it as one step forward, one step backward method? This is just an appropriate name, is it not? We are going one step forward, one step backward. So this is the most suitable name, I think. That is why I am using this name. Let us consider one more example. For example, I think we can consider the next one. We have proved it. Second one we have proved it. We can take the third one. 1 into 2 into 3 etc. Let us see. Next page, what is there? Yes, proof for 3. 1 into 2 into 3, now 3 factors, plus 2 into 3 into 4, plus 3 into 4 into 5, so on up to n terms. The last term will be what? N into n plus 1 into n plus 2. What is the answer on the right hand side? Last term n into n plus 1 into n plus 2. We write one more factor n plus 3 whole divided by number of factors 4. That will be the answer. But here I want to give the proof. This is also one step forward, one step backward method only. But I want to give the proof using the sigma notation. Sigma notation. See, you know that for any series Sn, is it not? This is what? This is the sum of n terms of the series. For any series, Sn stands for sum of n terms of the series. So, we want to find out Sn of this particular series. But Sn we have an important formula. What is it? It is equal to sigma Tn. This is very, very important. Sn is equal to, these two formulas I have explained earlier. Sn is equal to sigma Tn and Tn is equal to what? Sn minus Sn minus 1. These two are very important. So Sn is equal to sigma Tn I am using. So n equal to 1 to n, of course. N equal to 1 to n means what? T1 plus T2 plus T3 so on up to Tn. That is the sum of n terms. Okay. So here I have written sigma n is equal to 1 to n, but I want to write the value of Tn. Tn is nothing but this one only. Nth term is what? N into n plus 1 into n plus 2. So leave it there. Now let us consider only Tn. What is Tn? Here n into n plus 1 into n plus 2. So here I am using one step forward, one step backward method. N into n plus 1 into n plus 2 into n plus 3, one step forward. Okay. Next n into n plus 1 into n plus 2, one step backward is n minus 1. Whole by 4. How do you get 4? Here in the numerator, n into n plus 1 into n plus 2 is common. Up to here it is common. If you take that common in the bracket, you get what? N plus 3 minus of n minus 1, which is nothing but 4. That 4 and denominator 4 get cancelled. So you will get n into n plus 1 into n plus 2 only, which is equal to Tn. Okay. Now here the important thing is, in the numerator, something minus something is there. First something, you let us take it as Vn. Okay. Vn. First something, let us take it as Vn. What is that Vn? N into n plus 1 into n plus 2 into n plus 3. If that is Vn, what is Vn minus 1? Vn minus 1 is just obtained by replacing n by n minus 1 in the formula of Vn. So in place of n, you put n minus 1. Here n minus 1 plus 1 means n. Here n minus 1 plus 2 means n plus 1. Here n minus 1 plus 3 means n plus 2. So therefore here this one, is it not Vn minus 1? You can see n minus 1 into n plus 1 into n plus 2. So in the Tn, numerator something minus something divided by 4. Okay. In that, if you take the first something as Vn, then the second something is nothing but Vn minus 1 only. That is important. So here coming to this one, Sn is equal to sigma Tn. Okay. In place of Tn, I can now write Vn minus 1 by 4. Here I have written. Tn is nothing but Vn, this one, minus Vn minus 1 by 4. Okay. So 1 by 4 can be taken out of sigma. Constant can be taken out. So sigma n is equal to 1 to n, Vn minus 1. Now let us expand the sigma. 1 by 4 into, first we have to give n equal to 1. So n equal to 1 means V1 minus V0. So that is the first bracket. Next we have to give n equal to 2. N equal to 2 means V2 minus V1 here. Similarly, n equal to 3, you get V3 minus V2. So on. What is the last value we have to give for n? Last value is here, n. So you get Vn minus 1 is the last bracket. In this, as usual, you can see that the first part of the first bracket get cancelled out with the second part of the second bracket. Again, first part here cancels out with the second part of the next bracket. So first part cancels out with the second part. Similarly, last but one term, previous term of the last term, first part will get cancelled out with the second part of the last term. So what will remain here? First part of the last bracket, Vn, second part of the first bracket. So Vn minus V0 will remain. So I have written 1 by 4 into Vn minus V0. But what is V0? See, Vn is here. See, this is Vn. V0 means in place of n we have to put 0. 0 into 0 plus 1 into 0 plus 2 into 0 plus 3, that is clearly 0. Therefore, V naught is 0, we can remove it. So, 1 by 4 into Vn, Vn is here, n into n plus 1 into n plus 2 into n plus 3. So, n into n plus 1 into n plus 2 into n plus 3 by 4. So, this is also called in the books, they call it Vn minus 1 method. Vn, because of this, Vn minus 1 method, they call it. I call it one step forward, one step backward method. Both are same only different names for the method. Okay, let us see what is there in the next page. So, proof for the fourth one. Fourth formula, we have to prove it. What is it? Product of 4 factors, 1, 2, 3, 4, plus 2, 3, 4, 5, so on up to n terms. Nth term is what? N plus 1, n plus 2, n plus 3 is equal to what is the right hand side? Last term n plus 1, n plus 2, n plus 3 into one more factor n plus 4 divided by number of factors 5. Okay. So, let us consider the left hand side. Left hand side is sum of n terms of a particular series. Okay. Any series, sum of n terms is denoted by the symbol Sn. So, Sn. Sn is equal to sigma Tn. Okay. But what is Tn? Let us find separately in this cloud. I call it cloud. It is looking like a cloud. So, in this cloud, let us calculate what is Tn. So, Tn. What is Tn? Here, this is our Tn, nth term. So, that I have taken n into n plus 1 into n plus 2 into n plus 3. Here I am using one step forward, one step backward method. So, I have taken n into n plus 1 into n plus 2 into n plus 3. Next, I have gone one step forward, n plus 4 minus. Again, I have taken the same nth term n into n plus 1 into n plus 2 into n plus 3. I have gone one step backward. I will get n minus 1 divided by 5. So, in the numerator, what is common? N into n plus 1 into n plus 2 into n plus 3, that is common. In the bracket, what do you get? In the bracket, I get these red numbers. What are they? N plus 4 minus n minus 1, which is equal to 5. That 5 and denominator 5 get cancelled. So, you will get only n into n plus 1 into n plus 2 into n plus 3, which is nothing but Tn. Okay. So, now, as usual, n into n plus 1 into n plus 2 into n plus 3 into n plus 4, if it is taken as Vn, then n minus 1, n plus 1, n plus 2, n plus 3, this product is clearly Vn minus 1. You can see. If n is replaced by n minus 1, you will get this factor. N is replaced by n minus 1, you will get the second factor. Like that, you can see that the numerator in the nth term is, if the first part is Vn, second part is Vn minus 1. So, Vn minus 1 by 5. So, taking this value of Tn, I will replace it here. Sn equals sigma Tn. In place of Tn, I will put this value 1 by 5 into. So, 1 by 5 is taken out. In the bracket, I get Vn minus 1. Okay. So, let us expand this sigma. Expand means n equal to 1, 2, 3, up to the last value n we have to give. So, I am giving n equal to 1. So, V1 minus V0. Okay. Next, n equal to 2, you get V2 minus V1. N equal to 3, you get V3 minus V2. So on, what is the last value? N equal to n. N equal to n means last bracket will be Vn minus 1 only. Now, as usual, cancellation will be done. First part of one bracket cancels out with the second part of the next bracket. First part, second part. Similarly, first part, next bracket, second part. Last but 1, previous but 1 bracket first part, here cancels out with the second part of the last bracket. So what will remain in the bracket? First part of the last bracket, second part of the first bracket. So Vn minus V0. Of course, by 5 is there. Vn minus V0 by 5. But what is V0? Vn is this one, is it not? This is Vn. We are taking it as Vn. N into n plus 1 into n plus 2 into n plus 3 into n plus 4. That is Vn. What is this then V0? V0 means n is to be replaced by 0. 0 into 1 into 2 into 3 into 4. That is 0. So V0 is 0. We can cancel out. So Vn by 5 only. So Vn I have written in the numerator, 5 in the denominator. So that is the right hand side. Is it not? We have to prove this only. So this type of series is also called telescopic series. So that means for this method there are 3 names. My name is what? One step forward, one step backward method. In the books they are using Vn minus 1 method. And sometimes they call it a telescopic series also. Telescopic series means everything gets cancelled out in the bracket except one part in the last bracket and one part in the first bracket. They will remain, everything else will cancel out. That type of series is called telescopic series. So let us go to the next page. Now here I am giving an example. This telescopic series, how to create the problems, how the problems will be in the textbooks. Here start with an AP. Take any AP. For example, I have taken this AP. 1, 4, 7, 10, 13, 16, 19, 22, 25 and so on. And so on also I have written here. What is the first term here? 1. What is the common difference? It is clearly 3. Okay, let us consider this. Now, suppose you consider the sum 1 plus 4 plus 7 plus 10 so on. That is clearly an AP for which we have a formula. Anybody can find the sum. Okay. Now consider this series. First one, product of 2 factors at a time. 1 into 4 plus 4 into 7. From this AP, I am generating all these problems. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, etc. So many problems can be generated from this AP. How I am generating? You see, I am taking, in the first problem, I am taking product of 2 factors only. 1 into 4 plus 4 into 7 plus 7 into 10 plus 10 into 13, so on up to n terms. What do you notice here? The second factor of the first term is equal to first factor of the second term. Similarly, here second factor equal to first factor. Second factor equal to next one, first factor, like that. Okay. Next, third example, second example you see, 3 factors at a time. 1, 4, 7, 4, 7, 10, 7, 10, 13, 10, 13, 16. Like this, we are adding. So here also, here 1, 4, 7. Starting with the first term of the AP, we have taken 3 factors. 1, 4, 7. Next, second term is what? Starting with the second term. 4, 7, 10. Next, starting with 7. 7, 10, 13. Next, starting with 10. 10, 13, 16. Like that, we are taking n terms. Similarly, third one, you can take 4 factors. 1, 4, 7, 10. First 4 factors, starting with the first term. In the second term, we start with the second term, 4, 7, 10, 13. In the third term, we start with the third term only of the AP, 7, 10, 13, 16. We take 4 factors like that. So, n terms. Like that, can you write the fourth one? Fourth one is what? 1, 4, 7, 10, 13. Next, second term is what? 4, 7, 10, 13, 16. Like that. You can write the fourth one, you can write the fifth one, you can write the sixth one, seventh one. All these series, their values can be found by using this method. One step forward, one step backward method, or Vn minus 1 method, or telescopic series method, which are same only names are different. All these methods are same method only one method, different names. So, for example, the previous example, what we have, which AP we have taken? In the previous examples, I have taken the AP 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, etc. This is an AP. From this, I have generated all the formulas, previous formulas, 1 into 2 plus 2 into 3 plus so on. Similarly, 1 into 2 into 3 plus 2 into 3 into 4, so on. All these formulas are generated starting from this AP. So, like this, starting from any AP, we can generate this type of problems. So, let us consider let us consider the first one or the second one. One of them we will consider and find its value. Next page. So, yes, we are considering three factors. Let us consider this example. 1, 4, 7 plus 4, 7, 10 plus 7, 10, 13, so on up to n terms. This sum we have to find out, suppose. So, this sum LHS is nothing but sum of n terms of this series. So, 1, 4, 7, 4, 7, 10, so on n terms. What is the nth term? First we have to find out. We have to find the formula for the nth term. See here, every term is a product of three factors. The first factors 1, 4, 7, these are the first factors. So, I consider the first factors 1, 4, 7, etc. They are clearly in AP. So, what is the nth term of this AP? A is 1 and common difference is 3. So, A plus n minus 1 into D. So, that is 3n minus 2. Okay. So, now let us consider the nth term of this series. Okay, given series. First factor we have found a formula 3n minus 2. How do you get the second factor, third factor? Just by adding 3. Add 3 and again add 3. So, to this if you add 3, you get 3n plus 1. Again add another 3, you get 3n plus 4. So, this is the formula for what? Nth term of this series. Okay. This nth term I am writing in the method earlier used, one step forward, one step backward. Same 3n minus 2. Okay. Same 3n minus 2, 3n plus 1, 3n plus 4 I am writing here. Sorry, up from here. 3n minus 2, 3n plus 1, 3n plus 4 I am writing here. I am going one step forward here. 3n plus 7. Similarly, same Tn, 3n minus 2, 3n plus 1, 3n plus I have taken here. And I am going one step backward. One step backward means subtract 3 from this, 3n minus 5. Divided by what? Divided by this minus this only. This minus this is what? 3n plus 7 minus of 3n minus 5 is what? 12. So, that is 12 in the denominator. Do you understand here? This is important step. In the numerator, something minus something. In the two somethings, what is common? The nth term, 3n minus 2 into 3n plus 1 into 3n plus 4 is common. In the bracket, you get what? 3n plus 7 minus 3n minus 5, which is equal to 12. That will cancel out with the denominator. You will get only Tn. So, numerator something minus something. First something, if you take it as Vn minus, second something will be just Vn minus 1 only. That means n is replaced by n minus 1, you get that one. So, it is Vn minus 1 by 12. So, this is all for this Tn. So, our Sn is nothing but sigma Tn, n is equal to 1 to n. But Tn, we have found a formula here, Vn minus 1 by 12. So, 1 by 12 I have taken out. 1 by 12 can be taken out. In the bracket I get what? Vn minus 1 here. Now let us expand sigma. Expand sigma means giving values to n equal to 1, n equal to 2, etc. First I will give n equal to 1. V1 minus V0, first bracket. Next n equal to 2, V2 minus V1. N equal to 3, V3 minus V2. Lastly, n equal to n, Vn minus 1. So as usual, first part with the second part, first part with the second part, first part with the second part. Previous, last but one, previous bracket, first part with the second part. What will remain? Vn in the last bracket minus V0 in the first bracket. So, Vn minus V0 will remain in the... So, 1 by 12 into, what is Vn? Vn is here, this one, something minus something, first something is Vn. So, 3n minus 2, 3n plus 1, 3n plus 4, 3n plus 7. That I have written, Vn. Minus V0, V0 is not 0 here. V0 means, this is the formula for Vn, is it not? V0 means just replace n by 0. So, you will get minus 2 right here. Minus, here if you put 0, minus 2, 1, 4, 7. Minus 2, 1, 4, 7. So, 1 by 2, 12 into Vn I will write as usual, but this constant is what? Minus minus plus 8 into 7, 56. So, I have written 56. So, this is the answer for the given question. Sum of the series of n terms will be given by this formula. So, this is the method of one step forward, one step backward. Okay. The same question I will solve it in a different way in the next page. 147. Yes. Aliter. Aliter means alternative method. Same problem 147, 47, 10. Next one is what? 7, 10, 13, so on up to n terms we have to find out. So, earlier we have found nth term already, is it not? In the previous page you can see, I will go to the previous page, Tn. Tn is here, you can see this formula. Tn is here, 3n minus 2, 3n plus 1, 3n plus 4. Same Tn I am taking in the next page. So, yes, Tn, already we have found a formula, I am taking it. I am just expanding it. First I have expanded 3n minus 2, 3n plus 1, I got this. Next 3n plus 4, and again further I have expanded. So finally I got Tn is equal to 27n cube plus 27n square minus 18n minus 8. So now I use the formula, very important formula, Sn is equal to sigma Tn. Sigma Tn means what? This one, 27n cube, etc. So I have written here. Okay. Now you know the sigma symbol has got distributive property. So using the distributive property, I will get sigma 27n cube. In that 27 can be cancelled out, taken out. Plus sigma 27n square, in that constant sigma 27 can be taken out. Minus 18 can be taken out, and sigma n here minus sigma 8. Okay. Now we have the formulas for sigma n cube. Sigma n cube is what? n square into n plus 1 whole square by 4. Sigma n square is what? N into n plus 1 into 2n plus 1 by 6. Minus 18 into what is sigma n? N into n plus 1 by 2. Minus sigma 8. Sigma 8 is 8n. This is the sum. In the previous method, same Sn, we have found a different formula. Let us go to the previous page. So this is the answer here. In this form we got the answer. But using the other method, we got the answer in the next page. We are getting the answer in this form. But if you expand this and see, you can prove that these two are equal only. They are not different, they are equal only. But I think the previous method, that is a telescopic method or Vn minus 1 method, is comparatively easy here. Is it not? It is very easy. But here I want to mention one point that is there in the next page. Okay. If you consider the next problem, that is 4 factors in each term. 1, 4, 7, 10, 4, 7, 4, 7, 10, 13, etc. 4 factors in each term. Then nth term we can write it. See, first factors 1, 4, 7, etc. they are in AP, and nth term is a plus n minus 1 into d, 3n minus 2. So in the nth term, first factor is 3n minus 2, second factor is obtained by adding 3, add another 3, add another 3, 4 factors. This is Tn. So if you expand this, what happens? Because there are 4 factors, you are going to get n power 4 term also, is it not? If you expand this, you get n power 4 term, because there are 4 factors. So if you use the formula Sn is equal to sigma Tn, then sigma n power 4 you are going to get. Sigma n power 4, we do not know its value. Sigma n power 4 means what? 1 power 4 plus 2 power 4, so on up to n power 4. For that we have not found any formula. We can find a formula for sigma n power 4, sigma n power 5, sigma n power 6, etc. But they are very tedious formulas. We can find, but finding them is also difficult, and also the formulas will be most complicated. Okay. So here, using the sigma method, you will face a problem. But in this case, if you use the Vn minus 1 method, then you will get the answer very easily. So that is the advantage of this telescopic method. So just let us consider one example. Yesterday we have completed 7 problems. I will continue with the numbers. So 8th problem let us consider. AP, GP, HP all together we are doing the problems. Let us consider the 8th problem. Please read the problem. If A plus C, A plus B, B plus C are in GP, okay, and ACB are in HP, where ABC, all these numbers are positive, then the value of A plus B by C is equal to 4 options are given. So first I will use this information. A plus C, A plus B, B plus C are in what? GP. If 3 numbers are in GP, A, B, C are in GP, then it implies what? B square is equal to AC. Middle number square is equal to product of the other numbers. So middle number is A plus B. So A plus B whole square is equal to product of the other numbers, A plus C into B plus C. Now, let us expand this. Right hand side. Right hand side, a plus c into b plus c, ab, a into b. Next, in ab over. Last one c square also over. But in other two terms are what? AC, BC. AC, BC I have taken C common. C common and I have written it as C into A plus B. Now, in the next step, I am taking this C into A plus B on the right hand side to the left hand side. So, left hand side already A plus B whole square is there, okay. This term C into A plus B I am taking it to the left hand side, so minus C into A plus B. Okay. This C square also I have taken to the left hand side, minus C square. Right hand side only this AB will remain. Okay. This one. Why I am doing like this means he wants the value of A plus B by C. So I want to see only A plus B and C separately. A plus B is here in this bracket. I don't want to disturb it. Here also A plus B is there. Right hand side, why I have taken C common is I want to see A plus B in a single bracket because he wants the value of A plus B by C. So now A plus B, C, A plus B, C. Okay. Here AB is there. Can you write this also in terms of A plus B and C? Yes, from the second information given in the problem. Second information is ACB are in HP. That means C is the harmonic mean between A and B. Therefore, C is equal to what? 2AB by A plus B, harmonic mean. So, therefore, AB is equal to what from this? C into A plus B by 2. Is it not? Cross multiplying, you get C into A plus B by 2. So, in place of this AB, I am putting what? This value, C into A plus B by 2. So, this equation I am writing again, A plus B whole square minus C into A plus B minus C square. Up to here I have written this, in place of this AB I have written C into A plus B by 2. Okay. Then multiply by 2 both sides. Here 2 into A plus B whole square. Here I will get minus 2C into A plus B minus 2C square is equal to right hand side 2 gets cancelled, C into A plus B. So this C into A plus B also I will take it to the left side. So 2 into A plus B whole square minus 2C into A plus B, and this is also coming. So minus C into A plus B, total you will get minus 3C into A plus B minus 2C square is equal to 0. So this 2 into last one minus 2 is minus 4. So this minus 3 can be written as minus 4 plus 1. So middle term I am writing it as minus 4C into A plus B plus C into A plus B. In the first two terms I have taken 2 into A plus B. In the bracket I will get A plus B minus 2C. Third term and fourth term I take C common. In the bracket I get A plus B minus 2C. So from this I get what? Either A plus B minus 2C is equal to 0. That means A plus B is equal to 2C. Or 2 into A plus B plus C is equal to 0. That means A plus B is equal to minus C by 2. But the second one here, this one is not possible. A plus B cannot be equal to minus C by 2 because of the condition given in the problem. All A, B, C are positive as given. If all A, B, C are positive, A plus B cannot be equal to minus C by 2. Therefore, the only possibility is A plus B is equal to 2C. Dividing by C, you get A plus B by C is equal to 2. Therefore, the option B is correct. So, tomorrow we are going to consider some more miscellaneous types of series. Today we have seen one step forward, one step backward method. Similarly, there are other series, miscellaneous type. So those problems we will consider tomorrow. Okay, thank you very much. So, we'll meet tomorrow.